quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
To the air, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose on the right. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
It's complete on the right side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the shot to clears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Using the quick game. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The shot to clear, send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dumps it off in the flats. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Green Wave!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Finds space on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. A little screen to the running back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Defensive coordinators showing heat before the snap. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Applewhite. A little release to the back. Really good vision using the moves to get out to the 13. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Tulane. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Lets it fly. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4. And the Chanticleer is moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Chanticleers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're So you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man down the middle. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
The shot that clears have it with a first and goal. Knocked down for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And on offense, you know this is four-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah. Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my commitment.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Running to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Applewhite. Looking to scramble. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Got his man. Touchdown, Greenway. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Applewhite. Under fire. Got the back over the middle. Knocked off his feet.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Green Wave! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a...
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Hits the open man. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Another shot to clear.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Briggs. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pulls it in. It's Yoder.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unleashes one deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Rushes on him. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen it had a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Under fire. Turns it loose. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the shot to clear has come to the line, needing just inches for the first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right?
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tulane.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
The Chanticleers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Chanticleers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Galloway. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Galloway. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
That's caught. It's Briggs. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And the try is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It is perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the misconnection on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
All the way back to the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Greenway. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Chanticleers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the marker. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Chanticleers getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The shot that clears decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Daniels. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. To the air. It's Ford. Trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Tulane, stuck with horrible field position, will try to get out of trouble on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Bringing it back. Running through contact. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. You don't want to get carried away. It's still early, but that was an impressive performance to go to 3-0. What do you think? How good is this team, David?
I love when you say